The Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. Is it just me, or is this like the best looking device on the planet right now? Maybe in 2019, but still. In this video, I'm going to be taking you through the good, the bad, a quick overview, also giving you reasons why this could possibly be the best $300 price tag flagship device worth getting in 2022. Also, if you haven't seen my last video on the top 5 recommendations for smartphones under $300, please do watch it after you're done with this one, because this is like a follow-up video to that. So yeah, check that out. Link in the description. The Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus was released way back in February of 2019, and even if this device is over 3 years old now as at the time of publishing this video, honestly doesn't feel like an old device. And that's mainly because this came with a whole bunch of new features, new design, camera upgrades that I'll talk about in the course of this video. And unlike how iPhones sell their refurbished devices for at some funny rates, Samsung are very kind enough to sell this renewed on their official website for $325, but you could get this slightly cheaper also from eBay and AliExpress if you can find the right sellers. So, quick overview. This was the first Samsung flagship to come with a whole lot of features and upgrades, like I said earlier. First being the display. This is a 6.4-inch 2K display with the HDR10 Plus feature. This isn't any kind of display. This is a dynamic AMOLED display, as Samsung called it. And I know you have no idea what that means, but in simple context, the screen you're watching this video on is total trash compared to the screen on the S10 Plus. Just saying. And backing that up is the ridiculous 88% screen to body ratio, making this device almost all screen with little to no bezels except for the small chins at the top and bottom of the device. Performance wise, this comes with the Snapdragon 855 and an Exynos 9820 version available for other regions with 8 gigs of RAM, so gaming on this is very good, but as usual the device gets pretty warm after some time, but you can get away with high frame rates if you want, and that's by reducing the graphics quality. So yeah, for the cameras, this was the first ever Samsung Galaxy device to come with a triple camera setup, having a 12 megapixel wide, 12 megapixel telephoto and a 16 megapixel ultra wide camera. Video mode on this helps you shoot 4K videos at 60 fps and 960 fps at 720p. And finally, the build quality. I have one word to describe the quality of this: solid. The front display and back are made from Gorilla Glass and aluminum rails on the side, making this feel like a premium device. It is actually a premium device because this is a flagship. Overall, for $300, this could be the best device worth getting for that price. First and most noticeable, the design. This came with a fresh design from what Samsung had going on, coming with a variety of new colors, with the prism white being my personal favorite. The bezels on this are also very small, and it kind of feels like a bezel-less device, if that's even a word. It should be, I think. The cameras are also great, but again not the best, especially when you want to compare this with the S20s, 21s and 22s, but regardless, this gets the job done. At the front, there's a hole punch selfie camera system I forgot to mention earlier on, and maybe at first glance it feels like it's going to be a little bit distracting when watching content and stuff like that, but believe me, you wouldn't even notice this after a day or two. Also, this supports wireless charging due to its glass back, and wait, not just wireless charging but also reversed wireless charging. Crazy, I know. All you have to do is turn the feature on, place whatever device you have that supports wireless charging, and watch the magic happen. It doesn't really have magnets to hold devices in place like the MagSafe does, so yeah, just that. Alright, let's talk about the bad. I'm going to take a wild guess right now and want to believe that since you made it this far into the video, you are really hooked to this device. I am too. I need to be heartless and wicked of me not to tell you guys the downsides of the Samsung S10 Plus. Let's start with the cameras. And yes, I did mention these are good, but where you tend to see this struggle a bit is in low light situations. Also, the ultra wide camera doesn't come with autofocus. I have no idea why, but that's just how it is. Next is the fingerprint scanner, aka the ultrasonic fingerprint scanner, placed underneath the display. Here's the thing, it's slow and even worse when you have a screen protector on. Personally, I'll still prefer the iris scanner since that's what I usually use on my S8 Plus. Last and definitely the least is the build quality. Yes, this is a pretty good looking device, there's no denying that, but for anyone who likes to rock their phones without cases, well, you might want to get a case for this one, because this is one hell of a slippery phone. Throw on a silicone case on it, or a skin if you prefer, and you should be good to go. Alright, my final thoughts on the S10 Plus, Samsung S10 Plus. This is a nearly flawless device because most of the downsides are something you could fix or work your way around, or even ignore if you want to. And yeah, this is a solid device and would still get latest updates from Android for the next 2 or 3 years. I might even be getting this one for myself to replace the S8 Plus I've been using for over a year now. And that's if you guys would show some love and support and like this video. Anyways, that's been it for this video. Subscribe so I can able to buy my first camera, for God's sake. Also, let me know in the comments your thoughts if the device is worth getting in 22 and why. I would really love to hear what you guys think and also chat you guys down there. So yeah, catch you next week or even sooner. Peace. Subscribe.